Hello from McMichael. I'm on Dragon Lady. She's a 2015 MJM 40Z. She's on the market, so we're going to walk through some of her key features. This is the indoor-outdoor Pilothouse from MJM. The isinglass on the sides actually roll up and opens up completely. The isinglass in the back, you can either roll it up or you can remove it completely. And as you can see, the front windows are open. They're electric. They go all the way up. When this is opened up, it's like being on a summer porch floating on the water. And if the weather turns, or if you want air conditioning, close it up and you're completely sealed off from the weather. At the helm, you'll notice a very distinctive destroyer wheel. This is a classic design for an MJM. The layout is clean. It's where you need it. We have our multifunction screens up front, our digital throttles over to starboard side, and then our joystick is actually centered, which comes in handy because when you're docking, you're going to turn around, you're going to look aft, you're going to look port and starboard. Visibility is outstanding on this particular boat. I can see objects that are very close because I'm so high up here at the helm, whether I'm standing or sitting. And then over to port, we have a companion station. The companion station has a double wide seat, as well as a fiddle, another multifunction screen, and a glove box. May not be something people always think of, but we're going to talk about the head. So the way that they have designed the head on this 40 is interesting. The boat is designed for couples cruising, and Passage Maker magazine, PMY, almost all of them agree that this boat is the best couples cruising yacht on the market. So here we have a beautiful panel door. This is access to the wet head. Now this side is the lav because it is a split head, and we'll show you the other side in just a minute. Now what's interesting is, if we back out and close this door, I'm going to close the hatch to the master. Now that head can be used as a day head. Now, what if I need to use it and I'm in the master? This door locks, and then I can open the door from the master into the lav itself. Thoughtful design. Down below, if you think of inclement weather and you're having breakfast or dinner or lunch, we have the dinette set up. Plenty of windows. This particular boat has 50% more windows and hatches than any other boat in class. Now, this table is electric, so it goes down. There is a filler cushion, and you have a full berth with a privacy curtain blocking off this area. Over on port side is our galley. There's a surprising amount of storage in here because these cabinets are actually bigger than you think. Plenty of room up here. When I open down here, you can see how far back this goes. This goes back almost 2.5 feet. Sink, our refrigerator drawers, more storage, and a cooktop. So the decking on this boat is actually S-Tech, which is synthetic. Properties about this are you can pretty much spill anything you want on it and it's not going to stain. That's always a plus. You're not going to have to come in and oil it all the time. Very easy to clean, and it holds up extremely well. Again, this is a 2015 boat, so you can see how it looks. Below this hatch is a large compartment, and one of the fun features that we like to talk about. So an MJM inherently is an unbelievably stable boat. So you take a minimal roll, very stable boat, and then you add a Seakeeper to it, and it's kind of like driving a sedan on a highway, even when you're in 4, 5, and 6 foot beam seas. Great to have. The other benefit to it is, in a windy day in a marina, any boat at the dock is going to roll a little bit. You want to go to sleep, turn the Seakeeper on, you'll nap like a baby. Identical storage on port and starboard, as I mentioned, under the settees, goes all the way down to the hull, and you have easy access. You can see your fuel tanks. All of your equipment is easily accessible on port and starboard. All the way forward, we have our ground tackle, 2 large cleats, we have foot controls, and then up on the bow rail itself, we have our remote control light. What's good about this is having the light all the way forward means you're never going to get the deck glare like when boats have the lights mounted on the hard top. So good layout. We have our chafing gear over to the side and lots of real estate really up here. It's a large deck. Now the bow rails are 29 inches. So the other thing that you'll notice about this boat is there are grab rails absolutely everywhere. They're on the cabin trunk, they're on the sides of the pilot house, and there's even grab rails inside the pilot house. So whether you're moving fore and aft, safety's not an issue. There's always somewhere to hold on. Turning our attention to some operational features, the 40, as we said before, designed for cruising, has day hatches. So your daily engine checks are actually quite simple. The oil dipstick is atop. With the hatch open, I can see into the strainer. The power plant on this boat is twin IPS 500 pod drive. So you have full digital control, you have joystick, very efficient engines. Now, when you need more access or access to the pod drives themselves, this entire aft section of the hatch opens up electrically. Back down below, we have our electric panel. Everything is well laid out. We have our AC panel on one side, our DC panel, our AC control. Everything we need is very simply marked. Our battery switches, really well laid out. Characteristic of an MJM are these side boarding doors at floating dock level. Convenient and safer than climbing over things. Not only do we have them port and starboard, but we also have another door back here on the transom out to the swim platform.